Everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. Today, we've graduated, you guys. I had a Boxycharm box that I was using for my empties, and now I need this bag from Bath & Body Works to hold all the things that I finished since I last updated you guys 1 month ago. There is a lot of stuff in here. I know there's a lot of big stuff on the top, but there is so much. Now, this is going to be, little spoiler here, my biggest dollar value for my empties to date. It's amazing. Oh, mind-boggling, of course, but kind of amazing. And a good chunk of that is actually makeup. I know last month was really rough because I had one singular makeup item. But this time, half of it is. Now, one thing is missing from here. If you're caught up on Graveyard Project Pan, you know I had rolled out the House Laboratories Glam Attack Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Aphrodite. It was so close to being done. I thought it was just a couple uses away, and I'm still using it. Oh my goodness. The whole, updating that project every 2 months made me like, oh, it's got just 2 uses left. It's still going. So I expected that to have been on my empties for this month, but it's going to have to wait till next month because it is still not done. I even have a little bit up here today as well. But so just to let you guys know, so we are going to dive into this bag. We've got makeup, skincare, body care. We got fragrance potentially. We've got some hair care. We've got nail polish. There is so much to talk about. So without further ado, we are going to go category by category, timestamps down below in case you're interested in certain categories. Let's dive into these empties. As always, you guys, there's a lot in front of me. I'll try to give you guys a little mini review of each of these items so you know my thoughts. There are a lot of samples in here, though, so we'll see what we end up doing. Let's start off with hair care because that is a very nice small section for us. First item is this little Voir hair scalp detox mask, the Rhythm of the Rain hair mask and scalp detox. This was one of the items in my advent calendar project pan. It was a 10 milliliter sample. I used this all up in one go. Was it too much for one? Was it not enough for one? I don't know, but I used it. I did do the 20-minute mask. I did a bubble bath, kind of soaked to the tub a little bit. Not sure this really did anything, but at least I tried it. The only other hair care item I used up was this guy here. This is from Keratherapy. This is their deep conditioning mask. Now, this came to me in a Boxycharm a few years ago, and it had an expiration date of July 2023. And, of course, me being, this is kind of scary and intimidating, I put this downstairs and kind of forgot about it. Yeah, classic. So when I was downstairs looking for a conditioner, because I had run out, I saw this. This was at the end of July, and it's like, oh crap, this is technically expired. I should use this. So I used this as a conditioner. I have seen other people do that, using a hair conditioner, using a deep conditioning type mask as a conditioner instead. So I got through it between the end of July and now, so about 2 months to go through this 237 milliliter bottle. It is supposed to be a 3 to 5 minute hair mask. Color looked like this, and it was fine. I don't know if this really works as a conditioner for me, or if it was because, it's expired at that point. So I can't give this a fair review because I technically used it when it was expired, which again is my fault, not Boxycharm's. But it was fine. And the scent, there wasn't a scent. Not much of a scent to this guy. So moved through it pretty quick and it was fine. That's all I got. Let's talk nail polish. Of course, I have my nail wheels handy so you can see swatches. The first one is this topper, Essie Mrs. Always Right. They were my project polish marks. It looks like there's more in there, but it's just the mixer balls pushing up the glitter. I did enjoy this. The topper looks like, this is what that topper looks like. So I did enjoy it. Again, this kind of topper a little bit more challenging to remove. I do have another of these already in my collection, this mini from the advent calendar, I believe it was. So not in a rush to repurchase, but maybe. Another Kozmic Colors. This, of course, is just a little mini, the 6 milliliter, but this is the size that it comes in. This was a very gorgeous pink. You can see it's been laying on its side for a little bit there. Those were the marks. I really pushed this one over the summer. It's very, very pretty. It's this pink right here. A little bit of some sparkle, shimmery goodness to it. 3-coater, because it's Kozmic Colors. But I got like 6 of these for $3. So, another Kozmic Colors. Again, these don't have names. Progress marks, really pushed this one. Again, I can't reach the bottom of these minis. This color here, kind of a surprising one. Greeny blue, bluey green. I actually enjoyed it more than I thought I would. So that was a nice surprise. And another no-name one, again, one of those cheapy ones that come in a little kit at the drugstore from the Color Institute. Gorgeous topper, looked amazing on the nail wheel like this. So I did enjoy playing with this one. It looks best in here. And to wrap up the nail polish, if you have any idea what this is or what brand it was, let me know because I haven't a clue. I was needing a base coat. Now this could have been a base coat. It could have been a top coat. I don't know. I used it as base coat. I don't have a brand, but this is the bottle. You guys can even see the brush is a little awkward there because it squishes the brush in there. And you can see it's kind of stringy. It was getting really difficult at the end, but I worked it basically all the way down. So it was kind of an interesting experience. But if you guys have any idea what this is, let me know. Because as of this point, I have not assigned any dollar value to this. So I used it, but don't know what it is, so I can't give it a value. Fair number of nail polishes. It was a base coat, 2 toppers, 2 base colors. That was a really good project polish update last time. And would I buy any of them again? I don't know. I don't know if I would buy them again. Kozmic Colors is difficult because although they're pretty, they require so many coats because they're cheap nail polish, right? So, moving on to the body care section. We have the Life Brand Exfoliating Foot Mask. This is the Lime Caviar and Citrus Extracts Foot Mask. Now, this was not as good as the Hydrating Life Brand Foot Mask. The hydrating one I have repurchased. This one I opted not to. I felt the hydration I got from the hydrating one just so much better. Yes, this did exfoliate my feet. It did make them feel soft. And as the directions say, within 3 to 7 days after use, your feet are going to start peeling. So, and they did. They did start peeling, I think it was 3 to 4 days after I had done the foot mask. Not substantial peeling, but it's still summer, feet are out in sandals. Not the best. So, also with this foot mask, as these directions say, there was a liquid that you had to pour in, and that was kind of super awkward to do. So, it was fun. I'm glad I did it, glad I tried it. But I'm repurchasing the hydrating one, and I have already repurchased it. I don't think I'm going to repurchase this one. And the lime scent, the citrus stuff, didn't really come through very much either. Guys, you don't know how long this has been sitting on my tub. This is from Simply Basics. This is their Bubble Bath in Vanilla Blossom. This is crazy old. Doesn't really smell that good anymore. It used to smell fantastic. I kept this for so long because, fancy bubble bath, etc., etc. It is Vanilla Blossom, so I don't know why we have this flower on it, but you're supposed to put a capful in your tub, which, of course, when I actually started using this again, it was big chunks at a time. Maybe because it was old. And it did give a nice scent to the bath, despite its age. The water felt nice, all of that good stuff. But this is old. It's been down to here or so for a very, very, very long time. Because I have not been taking baths. I have recently started again, and this kind of kick-started. I did, you would have saw it on my Ready Set Pan Instagram. I did this little duo one night a little while ago, and I've started taking some more baths and doing some bubble baths, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, it was fine. I don't even know, like, I had a hard time trying to find this for the price, so I don't think this exists anymore. But bubble bath, so good. That is finally done. I used up a shower gel. This one took me just over a month to use up. This is the Life Brand Mango Mandarin Body Wash. Life Brand does still make body washes, but they haven't looked like this in years. A very long time. 250 milliliters, so kind of comparable to a Bath and Body Works scent. And you can see just a tiny little bit down the bottom. I had, like, it was all like white down here. This was originally like a bright, vibrant orange color. So some of it had kind of done something. So this was obviously very old. The scent though was very lovely. Oh my goodness. It still smells good. The Mango Mandarin, love it. They don't make this scent combo anymore, which is kind of sad. The packaging I liked it was opaque. I liked the fruit, representative of what it was or its scent. I moved through it pretty quickly. It felt nice on the skin. It was a nice sensorial experience. Would I buy again? Again, I'm very in love with Bath & Body Works. I have, if you caught my most recent beauty haul, I did pick up some shower gel, so some St. Ives. I picked up an Olay one that I'm really excited about. So I don't know if I would repurchase Life Brand, but who knows? If they have a unique scent, maybe. Hand soap. I kind of gave you guys a spoiler that this one is coming in my most recent Bath & Body Works hand soap haul that I did because I repurchased Peach Bellini. Again, I'm a gentle foaming hand soap girl. I love these best. Peach Bellini was kind of our end of the summer, kind of starting the transition into fall scent. So we just finished this one 2 weeks ago or so. Lesson. Time is tricky. This moved around a little bit. It was in our main bathroom, and then I was focusing on it in the ensuite, which is the main place where I wash my hands. Scent notes of this: juicy peach, white apricot, fresh mango. Love it. As I said, I've already repurchased it. Loved it top to bottom. It is strong though. Like, this is one of the hand soaps. It's strong in the application, and you can still smell it on your hands after you have done the hand washing process and started doing other things afterwards. So do keep that in mind. It is a very strong scent. I like the pictures on here. I like the colors. The only complaint I have with the packaging, again, because, you know, project use it up perspective, you can't see the progress. So every once in a while I would go in and be like, how are we doing? Because I like to know. Not because I was rushing to get this one done, but simply because I have other things that I'm very excited to play with. Because the weather is kind of tricky right now. Sometimes, like today, a very kind of summery day. This is our probably last really nice summery day, one of the few. So this was great for those days. But on the days where it was rainy, it was kind of cold, it was windy, it was cloudy, I'm starting to transition my want over to the more fall stuff. So glad this one got used up when it did, and I have already repurchased. Also from the Advent Calendar Project pan, a little sample size, the 1 fluid ounce of the First Aid Beauty KP Bump Eraser Body Scrub. I was mainly using this kind of on my arms, mainly the upper arm, and on the upper parts of my legs, so like thighs to the knee. Of course, progress marks right here for us. Took a little while to get done. This was very gritty. Not a great smell, but at least it wasn't very overpowering or anything like that. I do have another of this exact size still in my collection. And it's possible I might get the full size. Possible. I was using this and another scrub at the same time, like obviously not on the same day. Because this one has a 10% AHA in it, but something to consider. This was the other scrub I was using, the Body Shop Body Polish in Strawberry. Guys, you know, I've already told you I love this product. I love this scent. It is a nice exfoliator. It smells great. But I've also now started using Bath & Body Works body scrubs, and they're great. They're really good. I like them. So, I mean, I'm in the process of using one, the sand salt one. sea salt and sand, whatever it is. That one that's in my project, use it up, and haven't been thinking about this since then. I also have another bio oil. I've used up one of these already this year. These are older, so just trying to give that extra hydration to my skin, but once, twice a week. Progress marks here, 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 and done. So it was in my project for quite a while to get that used up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. Oh, time is flying, you guys. But yeah, tiny bit. I cannot get out. I am working on getting through all of my body oils. And then after that point, I'm not sure if I'm going to repurchase. I might just stick with, my body creams that I'm really liking. Hand cream! Little metal tube. This is from Serum Kind, the Black Blossom hand cream, hand serum. Came to me in a Boxycharm. It was a floral scent, light floral scent. It was nice. I know this was expensive, so I was using it sparingly. When I rolled this into a project to get it finished, because there was like a tiny little bit, it was like down here, the marks rubbed off. I noticed that this had an expiry date of, what was this? End of July 27th, 2023. So it's like, well, gotta get that used up, and I did. Would not repurchase. Generally, hand creams, no. I'll just use body products. That's kind of my stance right now, but I could always be swayed by cute packaging, great scents, all of that fun stuff. But, oh well. This one's done, but this one is way more expensive, so no. And it was a lighter, like it wasn't as thick of a hand cream, so still nice and hydrating, but not the best. And then 2 body lotion type items. The first one is insanely old. This was in Pan & Cats and Dogs. This is from The Body Shop. This is one of their shimmer body lotions in cranberry, a 60 milliliter size. The item looked like that. You can see it on the side. Very sparkly, shimmery. I am no longer really enjoying these kind of items. So, yes, it did show up as shimmery on the skin. It lasted a decent amount of time. Cranberry also is not my favorite scent. But this was a Christmas gift a very, 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 very long time ago. You don't want to know how old this is. I don't even know how old this is, and then that's okay. We'll just kind of move on. But it's done! And that's what matters. I finally used it up. And it was somewhere around here-ish or so. And I scraped out what I could. That is not where the body moisturization products stop. We're just getting ramped up because I still have 3 more to talk to you guys about. The first one is technically not for the body. This is a very expensive this is Strivectin, which is like Neostrata and is expensive. This is their tightening and sculpting face cream with Gravifill CS Shaping Complex. It is God. This is a face moisturizer. I did start using it on my face, but my skin didn't like this. It was a little bit irritated from it, and that takes a lot for my skin to get irritated because it seems to do like whatever just fine. But this one, no go. So this was a foot cream for a little bit. This was a neck cream sometimes, but sometimes my neck didn't like this either. Most of what I used this for was, the décolleté area. Because it's a sculpting face cream, it's like, oh, let's put that on the obliques. Let's put this on my stomach. At least it got used up, right? Very expensive body moisturization product at the end of the day. Would not repurchase, obviously, because my skin, at least on my face, didn't like it. And it was fine as a body moisturization product. Again, because it was so expensive, I was using this sparingly. I don't even know when I started working on this, but it has been open for quite a while. Going back to super old products, another Body Shop item. I am running out of Body Shop items, though. So do I have any more left? Maybe. I'm not even sure. This is the Satsuma Body Butter. This was about halfway or so when I rolled it into a project. And it obviously empty now because it's an Empties video. But this, the smell is definitely not as good as it used to be because this is easily 10, 15 years old. Kind of an out of sight, out of mind kind of situation for this guy. So We got through it. We got through it. Anytime, like, my husband and I were doing a spa night, I would make him put this one on me so then I didn't have to do it myself. Help use it up. Plus, for him, it was in a tub, so it was a little bit easier compared to squeezy tubes. So, got this done. I do prefer the strawberry scent, so I'd buy the strawberry over the Satsuma. But again, I'm so in love with the Bath & Body Works stuff that I'm buying the Bath & Body Works and not really paying much attention to the Body Shop. And the last body moisturization product to talk about, well, we're talking about Bath & Body Works. This was in Beauty A to Z. It was standing in for S. This is the Bath & Body Works. What is this? 24-hour moisture ultimate hydration body cream in the aromatherapy sea soul refreshing. It is empty. We cut this guy open, got out as much as I could. Oh, this smells lovely. I do believe this was a 2022 body cream. I kept saying it was a 2023 because the first two numbers are 2-3. So my brain just goes 2023. I've got a story for my next Skin is In project. Whoops, kind of messed some stuff up. But the scent notes of this are jasmine and eucalyptus oils. And this reminds me of Midnight Swim. Because Midnight Swim, I am also using in another project. Anytime I was layering with bio oil in this case. So, I think there are a few differences between them, but it's very, very similar. I do have another of these. I originally bought two accidentally. I'm glad I have it. But after that one's done, would I repurchase? I'm not necessarily sure. Possibly, semi-annual prices, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get it. And the marks, there was one here, so not much use. There was one down here that got rubbed off, probably what I did in my little cutty. So that was the last body moisturization product. Also, fair amount of skincare I used up this month. Again, Advent Calendar Project Pan, the Clarins Pure Melt Cleansing Gel. It had this much in it. It's a 5 milliliter sample. This was really, really old, so probably not the best judge of this one, but not my favorite type of cleanser, so we'll just move on from that guy. My favorite cleanser, the one I used that previously, is still on display back there. My Glow Recipe Papaya Sorbet Enzyme Cleansing Balm. Long name, I always forget it, but oh my gosh, you guys, I love this one so much. It smells so good. It does a great job removing my makeup. I am sad that this is now done. I do not have a backup in my collection at this point in time. I will probably ask for this one for Christmas because I do have other cleansing balms and I don't need to buy one right now, but I'd like to have this one again. Another Advent Calendar item. This was the Sephora face mask. I much preferred the pineapple one, but I also don't think these are worth the price tag. I'm not a big sheet mask person, so I would not repurchase. Fair amount of serum at the bottom. Less than this one though compared to the other one. Not really much of a scent to it. Meh. Super expensive item. This was in Beauty A to Z. The Peter Thomas Froth. This is their Instant Firmeye Temporary Eye Tightener. This is one of those items where you're supposed to apply it to your under eye area and then remain expressionless for 3 to 7 minutes. Which, not really something I do, and I'm always kind of on the go. So, would not pay for this. Did I notice a difference? I think I did when I started using it. But again, it's a temporary thing, right? So I'm not going to do this every single day to get that slight little effect. So, no, and it's expensive, and the time, and no. Black packaging that made it really hard to track because there was a lot of air in here too, so I used it. At least it's gone, and I can say I've tried it. The Vichy, we're going to have a fair amount of Vichy actually. A little bit of Vichy in this update here. This is their Mineral 89. This one is their Skin Fortifying Daily Booster. This is kind of the first step in your skincare routine. You put this on first, and then it helps everything else do more stuff. Is my understanding of it. We had this much in here, got that used up, and it was fine. I enjoyed it. Not going to go out of my way to get it, and probably wouldn't purchase it myself because I know this is expensive, but while I had this 3 milliliter sample, it was just fine. Getting into serums! This serum, Took me forever. You can kind of see some of those progress marks in here. This I started using back in February. I took this down to the Caribbean as one of my day serum options. That week of progress got me to there. So again, that was a whole, well, not a whole week, because I did use a little sample serum that took me like 2 days, I think. So this is still a decent amount. This took me so long. Looking up the price tag for it, this is expensive, and I mean, it did last a long time, but I wasn't excited to use it. Didn't see a whole lot of difference with it, so I wouldn't buy this myself, but that's okay. This sample, also from Vichy, the Lift Active B3 Serum. It started right up here. This was liquid. It was like water. But it took a long time for me to use this. Just got it finished in its Penny Cats and Dogs. Oh, I wasn't sure I was going to finish it, but I did. And I think I have another sample of this somewhere. Again, because it was like water, you had one of these, you just kind of squirted it out and just kind of went, blip. Oh, we got some bubbles. Bubbles! That's fun. It just squirted out, and yeah, let's get that rubbed in there. Not the consistency I tend to like in my serums. I do prefer something a little bit thicker. My second final full-size glow recipe product, but not the final glow recipe product in this Empties. This is the adorable, cute packaging of their Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum. We have 30 milliliters in here. Now, this took me a while because I was also trying to finish other serums along the way. So yeah, I used up everything I could. I was doing a lot of the scrapey thing. It does have a pump, which is nice. I didn't realize that when I started, but it's very cute. This is supposed to be more for hydration. I'm not sure this is the serum I'm going to buy. And especially like the plum scent was very light, so it wasn't necessarily as fun as some of their other products. But it was fine. I don't think I'd buy it. I don't think I would. If it came in a kit, fine. But let's move on to the eyes. This is also a Vichy Mineral 89, but not to be confused with the last one. This one is their Repairing Eye Fortifier. You know, a 15 milliliter bottle, so it could be more expensive because it's for your eyes. This was fine. It was a 1 milliliter sample. That's how you know the stuff is expensive, and they only give you 1 milliliter. My last Josie Marin 2 milliliter sample of their Argan Pro Retinol Eye Cream. Again, same review. I've always given this. This lasts a very long time. I think it does actually do something for at least my skin. So I would potentially buy the full size of this one day eventually. Or more likely, once I'm actually running lower on my eye creams, because Boxycharm sent me a lot of them, maybe I'll put this on my Christmas list. The final glow recipe product, this is their Guava Vitamin C Bright Eye Gel Cream 5 milliliter sample. This was not much of a scent either. The guava one for the face, that might be the serum I would try out. This was fine. I think I noticed a difference, but again, only 5 milliliters. It's kind of hard to tell. And now for something super expensive to finish off the eye products. Not everything, guys. I still got more stuff. The Dr. Brandt DNA or Do Not Age Triple Peptide Eye Cream. I actually cut into this because there was still a little bit left, and this stuff is stupid expensive. It came to me via Boxycharm because I would not buy this myself. I did not see enough of a difference for me to buy this myself. I tended to use this one at night. I started using this one at night for quite a while because I had an eye cream one that I was still using. Then once I finished the day one, then I was using this for day and night, and yeah. It did take a long time to get through this. This has 15 grams of product, but yeah. Moisturizers. A lot of stuff here, guys. Let's start with the sample packet. This is from Neostrata. This is their Restore PHA Daily Moisturizer. I used this one in Throwback 30. 2 milliliter samples. It was fine. Neostrata, again, one of those brands, at least in my mind, very effective. but expensive and not the most fun to use because they're very just like, we're good skincare and we actually do stuff, but it's not fun as well. So that's my impression of the brand. That was my impression of this item. It was fine. The Biotherm. This is their Blue Pro Retinol Multi-Correct Cream. A lot of compound words in this one. Started here, got it done. This was in its Panty Cats and Dogs. 5 milliliter sample. Again, not super excited to use. Hard to see any difference within just those 5 uses. And because it's a retinol and I use my retinol normally in my serum, I wasn't using this every night either. And then finally in Beauty A to Z, the Herbivore Pink Cloud Soft Moisture Cream, 7.5 milliliter sample. Took me quite a while actually to get through this. Didn't really enjoy the scent. Yes, it did some moisturization, but not something I'm excited about. Not something I would buy. And so far, like, this is the only thing I've tried from Herbivore. I do have some other things from them in my back stock. But at this point, I'm just kind of not as excited because of this guy. Tiny skincare sample. This one is sunscreen though, also in Throwback 30. This is my last Vichy product. This was their Anti-Shine Dry Touch UV Lotion, SPF 60, which the 60 is great, but it also gives a matte finish, which I don't like. So I would not be buying any Vichy, at least of this line of their SPFs. I know they have others, but I love my Glow Recipe one, so I would buy that instead. Final skincare item, also it's Panty Cats and Dogs. This was the OK Anti-Pollution Serum Mist. These were my progress marks. Anti-pollution, whatever, we'll just leave that as is. I use this as a hydrating mist. You're supposed to use it before you put your moisturizer on, before you go out for the day, but I would never do that because I kept forgetting. What I used this for and what I liked it for was as a hydrating kind of step. So after you come out from the shower and then before you start doing your other skincare, your body moisturization, all of that stuff, I would just kind of spray this on my face, give a little bit of hydration, and then move on with, brushing the hair out, doing the body lotion, and then doing the rest of my skincare routine. So would not buy this again, but... And we can finally move on to the makeup, you guys. This is the most makeup I have ever used up in 1 month. It's exciting. Kind of picked me up after last month, so let's go through it. Let's start with this guy, which you can't even tell what it is anymore. This is from Moonlight. This is their Primed for the Night eyeshadow primer. Well, yeah, this sometimes happens. This came to me via Boxycharm. The stopper was taken out. Did this do much? No, I honestly don't think it did, but I used it up anyway. Lasted a very long time, but now it's gone. Would not repurchase this guy at all. From Deck of Panning, I finished my second of 3 of these Lorac Diamond Eye Gloss things. This was in the shade Skinny Dip. This was a blue duo multi-chrome type thing. Very pretty, but blue was intimidating, hard to use, at least on like a more consistent basis. Scraped out everything I could, and anything left, either it's like I can't reach it, or it's like all this chunky stuff that just falls off of the eye. So not great. Used up an eyeliner from Bourjois. This is in 52. I can't sharpen it anymore. This was a nice color. I do prefer more of a liquidy eyeliner though, so at least creamier at the very least. But the color was quite nice. It had like these little golden kind of specks in there. So that was a nice one. I used up 2 foundations, you guys. Starting with the one you know. This is from Partners in Cream. The Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Protective Makeup Sunscreen with SPF 50. My shade is 110 Porcelain. These were my progress marks. Took a lot of uses to get it done, but I did, and it expired in November of this year, so good thing I used it up in advance of that expiration date. This is my second or third of these that I've used up. So they're fine. Yep, they're pretty good. And then the one that I was going to roll in to replace that one, but actually finished it before I could. This is from Bite Beauty, which of course I got in a Boxycharm. It was in January, I want to say 2 years ago. This is their Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation. My shade was L10. This was nice. You can't buy this anymore anyway. Used up everything I could. It did have a bit of a scent. Like, it always had like a sound. Kind of some, I don't know what it was. It was a nice foundation, but meh. Foundations I get in Boxycharm are great, but I tend to buy more drugstore foundations myself. Got a concealer done. The Dose of Colors concealer in 05 Fair from This Is Fantasy. Stopper is out. Scraped out everything I could. Yes, it does look like there's a bunch down here that I cannot reach. But we're calling it done because I got everything that I actually could get out, at least somewhat easily. So this was fine. Also came in a Boxycharm, and yeah. Seemed to come off the face somewhat quickly, though. I've used another of the Mary Kay Precision Brow Liner in the shade Brunette. Very fine kind of tip. That is what I have in my eyebrows today on a different of these. I do like them. They are kind of expensive, and of course, you know, it's Mary Kay, and you have to go through that whole process, but I do enjoy the eyeliner. The product itself is quite nice. Easy to work with, good color match, all that good stuff. This is finally done! This is my NYX Duo Lip Matte Thingy Majiggy. Title will be on the screen. This side was the pencil, like the liner side. My sharpener couldn't do anything, so that is good enough. The actual crayon side got as far as I could on it, and then it just kind of fell out. I am glad this is done. It was not the best color. I told the story in this fantasy of how I thought this was an eye product. Thought it would be nice for every day. It wasn't an eye product. So, not a fan of this product. The formula felt a bit dry. Didn't really like the colors. It was a layering, mixing item, which I don't like to do with my lip stuff, but it's done. So this will also be featured as a declutter as well, because I'm decluttering technically the other half of this. And the last item, the Essence. This is their 8-hour lip liner in the shade Stay Woke. This does last a very long time. I am impressed by this formula. Doesn't come up anymore. The color was just okay. Again, this tended to be more of a mixing color for me because that's kind of intense and not really the color I tend to wear, but I got this done. Uses, because I use this all over the lips. Not great for your dollar value, but Essence is cheaper and it does stay pretty well. Okay, you guys, that is everything on the table here. So, when we start talking about the numbers of everything on this table, it adds up pretty darn quick. So when we add all of this up, again, full retail prices, and this is not what I've paid for the stuff that I purchased myself. Some of this came in Boxycharm, got on sale, etc., etc. All usual disclaimers down in the description box below. But this is my highest dollar value month. Right? Because again, when you have things like Strivectin, where it's like over $100 for that one item, this is going to get fastly, very quickly, going to get expensive. The grand total of this table is worth $862.74, which again beats all of my previous months. So all of them blown out of the water. July was $759.33, so yeah, we got a lot going on. Which brings the total yearly value to $4,510.40. Again, keep in mind that also includes the stuff from December. So really, we're looking at a little bit more, but $4,500. Oh my goodness, I'm glad I don't pay retail value. That is it. That is going to wrap up this Empties video. So what I've been able to do in September as of this moment, and of course, still working on gathering more empties for the next update, because I have stuff empty, but I can't show you them yet because they haven't been featured in their corresponding projects. So stay tuned, subscribe so you don't miss my next empties video in another month. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.